Hi, and welcome to this second video in the short series of how to create a very simple website using Dreamweaver CS6. And if you've reached this far, you should now have your website folder set up, and you should have exported your navigation bar as HTML and images and be ready to start. So when you've loaded Dreamweaver, you should arrive at this screen here. And the first thing to tell you is that Dreamweaver is quite a complex program. It's a program that professional website designers use to create websites, so it has a wide range of functions and it's extremely powerful. You don't need at the moment to worry about the more complex aspects of this program. We're not going to use all of them. This is a gentle introduction to how to create a very simple site. So we're going to begin at beginning and we're going to create a new site. So in this middle option here, we've got create new. I'd like you to click HTML, hypertext markup language, and that will allow you to create a standard website. And when Dreamweaver starts, it doesn't look like much is happening, and that's what we've got at the moment. We've just got a blank page with no content on, and it's just interesting at the top to notice these four buttons that you can see here: code, split, design and live. And you can see that at the moment we're in design view, and design view is the mode that you work in when you're adding content onto your web pages and you want to see on the screen pretty much what your website will look like when it's finished. So it won't look exactly right, but it pretty much gives you a view of what the finished page will look like. Code would show you the HTML for your website. So if already you can see that I've got the basics of some simple HTML code on my page, and that is already what a blank web page looks like in Dreamweaver. And you can see that I've got some simple HTML tags set up. Now we're not going to work in HTML view, so you don't need to worry about that at the moment. And split is useful because it gives you a combination of the two views. You can see the design and you can see the code, and that's something professional web designers often find very useful because they can see how the changes to the code affects what they see on the screen. And then the last option is live, and live kind of gives you an idea of what your website would look like if it was live on the web, so if it's uploaded. And obviously we've not got much to see there at the moment, so we're just going to go back into the design view, and we're going to begin by just right clicking anywhere in the middle of our screen. Go to align and center, and that gives us straight away an area where we can start to put some content. And because I've aligned it in the center, that's where my cursor is flashing. So if I was to start putting content in, it would start to appear in the middle. What we're going to do is work with tables. Tables are a very useful way of producing websites where you've got different kinds of content that you want to mix together. So if you have images and text, maybe some multimedia, hyperlinks, it enables you to mix those different types of content easily. It's not the only way of making a website, but it's where we're going to start today. So when you've got your screen looking like this, I need you to go to insert, and then there's an option for table, and straight away the table box should appear, and we have some options. Now we could set up any size of table that we wanted depending on what we wanted our page to look like and what we want the layout to be. For the moment we're going to work on a table which has 3 rows. Your website may not, your Dreamweaver may not be set at the start to 3 rows, so if it isn't, just change it to 3 and just 1 column. And we want the table width to be 800 pixels, and if you remember, your navigation bar was 800 pixels wide, so we're setting the page size of our website so that it's the same width as our navigation bar, so our nav bar will stretch all the way across the screen. And then we're going to set the border thickness to 0, which means that when we look at the border on the screen, we won't actually be able to see it. We don't want a border to appear, we just want our web page to be divided into different areas, and you'll see what this will do in just one moment. So when yours is set up like that, you simply click OK, and what you should end up with is this. You can see we've created a table, and it has 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and effectively one column. It's just one column going all the way across here, and we're going to put 3 types of content into this table. In this bit, we're going to put our navigation bar. In the center bit of our table, we're going to add our main content. So later on, we're going to add some text and images, etc., to the web page so it looks like a web page. And we're going to put some text links in here, and this is useful in case there's a problem with our navigation bar and people can't actually see it. Okay, so the next stage of our work will involve actually importing the navigation bar that we've already made, and we'll look at doing that in our next video.